Hello everyone, welcome back to Slipways. We're playing a game. Yes, that's what this is. On challenging. And for the first time I'm not like drowning in debt, which is nice, but I am kind of frustrated by how all my planets are behaving. Like I only have 2 remnant planets doing anything really. And they're all just like not quite possible to improve. I think I'm gonna scan down here and see if I find any water. Yes. All I would have to do is blow up this planet, and I could get water to these guys. I'll take it. I was struggling with what tech to go with at the end of the last episode. I was like, do I really need geoharvesting? You know what? I don't know if I need the money. It'll be handy eventually. No, it can't reach! So, I mean, eventually, we could get wave augmentation as well, right? Next year. Okay, yeah, that's only in 2 months. Fine. I didn't want to have to spend science on it, but it'll be my first time picking up wave augmentation, and it'll be cool. I was hoping to, like, pick up quantum computing soonish, but I guess I'm not doing that. What are the quirks in this place, by the way? It's just like more Earth-like planets, right? Yeah. Okay, so in fact, if I just colonize this immediately, or not colonize exactly, but oh, I got these guys prosperous. I didn't notice that. That's nice. I mean, yeah, I guess they do have 4 in and 4 out. That's a lot. Yeah, teach me about my new tasks. These both seem pretty straightforward. Make another prosperous planet I'd love to do anyway. Studying chips is a little meh, but I don't think I'm going to get 5 more of this anytime soon. I have like 2 forge worlds sitting here that I could send minerals to pretty easily. Except that I don't have any people? Well, that's a little annoying. Let's shop around. I want people down here anyway. Another forge world. Suppose I did this. We have access to the water already. One of these forge worlds should be able to give it food. Like this one? No. Oh wow, you can reach from there? I don't want to do that though. Oh, you just can't reach because of the asteroid. If the asteroid were gone, you could reach. Okay, great. So I could give you... Yeah, and here's where we'll get the people to power the lab as well. Okay, so let's make some more food synth here and blow this up. I think I did this in the wrong order. I want to make sure I have this trade going when the year ends, because it's the most valuable one. Because it's 2-way. I don't quite want to blow this up until I settle this forge world, actually. There. So now, I take both of these forge worlds. Oh, can my people not reach here? Of course they can't. They're a million miles away. I put people down here thinking, great, I just need people in this area for minerals. But if these two Forge Worlds are going to make chips, they need minerals from somewhere, and I don't have them. Let's see what this is. Oh, hang on. I guess I should have grabbed this one first, but fine. Just more science is great. And give me the science here as well, please. The annoying thing is, I think I maybe... No, I couldn't have gotten quantum computing last year, obviously. I wanted to set this whole thing up so that I could make a chip lab, but I can't seem to quite do it. Actually, it doesn't even have to be a very good chip lab, does it? I don't know. When am I gonna, like, hyperdrive... Suppose hyperdrive kicked in. Could I then give these guys people? No, all my people planets are already, like, capped out over here, right? But instead of hyperdrive, if I took a slipstream relay, then I could do it. I could relay to here, right? Yes. Okay, so the question is, do I want quantum computing now as I'm about to build a lab? I think the answer is obviously yes. And it's going to be a crummy lab for a moment. And I hate that I'm making all these chips and they're only going to a lab, not anywhere else. But... okay, yeah, we just got a ton more science. Not enough for slipstream relay yet. Do I want it here, or... I guess yeah, because I want it to be able... well, I don't know. There's still room for a relay here, and that's all that really matters. I think. Let's make sure that that's true, actually. Suppose I wanted to build, like, a lab. There's not really... you need more space than that. It's really important that I get that relay. I placed that thinking of it as the relay, but it isn't, of course. I need to make sure it's got, like, these connections. Oh, you don't have water yet. Right, I wanted to wait till I have this settled. Oh, I can't ship the water this way if I do this. Of course. Okay, well that's a bit of a bummer. I guess I could, once I get relays, I can relay the water around, maybe, if I don't mind cutting these guys off. Maybe I can get you water from somewhere else, like this Earth-like planet. Yeah. Well, if I need to get someone to Prosperous, I don't think I'm in a huge rush to pick up the relays or the hyperdrive yet. It would make these guys happier, but I don't care that much. I want to just make more progress on my tasks, and a cultural exchange lets me do that, I think. These guys now have culture, and all you need... Oh. I thought I could make someone prosperous this way. Yeah, of course, I could give you some culture. Remind me how culture behaves? Any planet with culture gets happiness or something? Prosperous planets, and we're going to make you prosperous. We could have made you prosperous a while ago by sending people over, actually. Should I do that? Then I could send the culture somewhere else that might need it. In fact, wait a minute. I don't need cultural exchange to make a prosperous planet. Yeah, now I can decide what to do once I look at my tasks. These seem pretty doable. A lab studying bots. I don't have a lot of bots or a lot of clustered together Forge worlds, having just used up 2 of them. Let's take these. Seems totally achievable. And I'm just shy of relays, I think. Although I could take self-hosting AI. Give me 6 more science per year. You know, I could have done this bot science task with just self-hosting AI and like nothing, basically. Didn't think that through. Ah, what about matter transposition? I can't afford that immediately this year. Are there any ruins I could connect to? Get me 2 more science? Can you reach that? No. But maybe matter transposition would fix the problems I'm having with, like, I don't know, this guy? He doesn't seem that important, actually. Well, getting you to be successful is kind of a burden. No, because I can trade with you, and as long as we pass over 1 culture. Oh, but you won't become successful until you get... There's just nowhere, there's no Forge worlds in the area. I can't move already settled planets, just checking. That would be very confusing if you could, but... Oh, I haven't even... I'm not checking because I didn't unlock this, but... What about hyperdrive? Would hyperdrive have let me make use of this somehow? Not really. No one else nearby wants chips either. Oh, I could hyperdrive to here. Not just yet, of course, but... I might need a relay. I'm not sure how long a hyperdrive connection is, but I don't think it's that long. They're pretty short until you get the upgrade. But making this guy successful would be an improvement. I don't know. I think like what I want next might be relays. I guess it is kind of important to get you successful if I can, because this guy's really struggling. What if I got you successful? What do you need? More people? Yeah. Not easy. I mean, obviously I can just make people like this, but there's no food. But there's food here. I just need to get you some water? Actually, wait a minute. There'll be water from this, right? And that's how I get water here, is from here. I didn't even notice this. Don't send it there, you cheeky devil. These guys are never going to do anything with their food, so they don't get water. I guess they do get the biomass. Oh well. This has turned out alright. You're successful, and now if I just get you goods, you'll become happy. Prosperous, even. Right? You would be prosperous if you, You're already making 4 trades. If I gave you goods, and then you shipped culture somewhere, that would be enough. And if you traded with these guys, you would have enough successful neighbors. So that's what I want to do up here. It's just a little bit... It's going to take a while, I think. You even have spare people, which I could send here. But the real thing is these guys want someone to send minerals away. You have goods, but I can't really do anything with them. You can't reach this, can you? No. Let's do more scanning down here, I guess. I'm looking for several things. I want a forge world, and if I find one, I don't know how I'm going to use it. It's going to be tough to get resources. There is a forge world right here, which means a slip relay up to here would kind of resolve a lot of issues, I think. Right? Suppose this. Just double check. If I take self-hosting AI first, I'm gonna be I'm like 5 science short of slip relays. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to wait on the science then. Because I want the slip relays. Where are they? There they are. Like that. That flipped 2 worlds to prosperous all at once, huh? Nice. I'm gonna just blow up this mineral planet. Nobody wants you. And what do I still need to ship? Chips would do it. Bots would do it. Culture would do it. Ah, I'm about to lose access to culture, actually. If I invent self-hosting AI, I won't have cultural exchange. I think it is pretty valuable. I'm well set up for it, I feel like. Have I shipped people yet? Yes. I think it's basically just chips and bots. There's like 8 basic resource types, and the 2 that are missing are chips and bots. You have bots. Does anybody want them? Yeah, you wouldn't mind them. Well, let's check out my new... Wait, what? I see, that completes this task, but it doesn't complete this one. I need another prosperous world. I can make you successful, and that's sort of useful, but it doesn't directly complete a task. To complete a task, I would need you to get goods, which I don't have the facilities to do yet. Who else could do it? You're close, right? Well, not really. You're a little bit closer. But no one wants your junk. I actually could ship goods from here to here as well. I think that's worth doing. I just have to move the hyper or the slip relay to make room for both, right? Nope, not a lab. I can't reach both. I would need a double relay, which is expensive. And time-consuming, of course. When if I just like waited for hyperdrive or infraspace or something, I could do this. But these goods will be also useful over here. Oh, right. The goods will be useful here, but that won't get these guys to prosperous. Getting goods here would get you prosperous, and so I'd sort of like to hurry on that. So, I mean, believe it or not, give me like 3 relays, I guess. Maybe not in this order. I guess this order is fine. We could ship people. No, those guys have people. They don't want people. Stream splitting would maybe make this easier. But I don't have that right now, and I want to do things right now, not later. I thought I was making you prosperous. I mean, I could do it. Connect that up. That would help you prosper as well, I think, if you once you get the goods. What's it cost to maintain a slip relay? 1. Okay, so that's cheaper than paying for this. Do I want you here or here? Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. We'll just do this. And now settle the Forge World. Okay, there's one task. How am I so stupid? You don't want people. You want people. Which is fine, I can give you people. A lab studying bots, okay, and how are my people producing worlds looking? They're mostly already prosperous, I think. This one's not. This one's not. So I do have some worlds lying around. This one just needs to trade with anybody successful. How exactly would you do that? Get water from here? These guys need people. I don't see where they could get them from. I mean, a lab studying bots and getting it to 5 is no big deal with self-hosting AI. Which I'd like to pick up this... No, I mean, what I want is cultural exchange, I feel like. I could make so many more worlds prosperous. Ah, I could just connect these two, and then pass some culture along them, and then I would get this prosperous immediately. And you? What about you? You need goods, which are over here, if we could just send some chips. I don't have chips. It was hard enough to find this Forge world, as you can see. Wait, I do have chips. They're right here. What did I want chips for again? I already forgot. To give to these guys. So that would require, like, hyperspace, right? Suppose that I took hyperdrive. I can't. I'm one short. But I could get the science this year by connecting to these ruins from here. And that might help you prosper as well, if these guys want to trade with you. Yeah, I think getting two people worlds to prosper is fine, and so is a lab. I think I'll take these two. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to blow up this planet to get there. Let's leave room for another relay in case I end up wanting one. I don't want this for anything, right? It could make goods. Would that make this prosperous immediately? No, it has no... It has only one happy neighbor. I wanted to make you successful, but... Wasn't it that... What did I want? 30... Oh, yeah, I wanted hyperdrive. The problem is I can't even test, like, connecting to this, unlocking hyperdrive, and seeing what the range is like. Because as soon as I unlock this, it'll show me new information, and I won't be allowed to undo anymore. I guess this might do it? No, this obstruction is too severe. If I want to get there in one hop, it has to be through this planet. It's not that good a planet. I'll just find goods from over here. It'll be fine. Creates bots. To what end bots? A lab here? I don't know. But I did get hyperdrive if I want it. And I forget already like what I actually wanted it for, but I wanted to check the range at least. Like, yeah, I mean I could put it here, connect the goods like that. But I can already connect this way. That's like probably cheaper, right? You're successful now. Like, I can have a bot lab here, and there's some bots way up there. It's not that exciting. I can trade with this world, send it some people, but it's really hard to make it successful. And I've locked myself out of culture by now, which I'm not very happy about. But it turns out that all my people worlds are pretty prosperous anyway, and so they didn't need culture that badly. Their neighbors could have used some culture, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, we have no remaining ways to get culture. So where can I put a lab for bots? And also, how can I make you prosperous? Weren't there... Oh, you already have goods. You just have to trade with anybody. Like some water from here, for example. Actually, if I just gave you more people... You could export the water to here, which is all I want, but you're like not willing to because you don't know you have a route for it. You have to send your biomass away first before you have enough routes to gain the second water. And this is my other people producing world. It needs to find several successful planets to trade with. You would be successful, actually, if you just got some chips. Maybe that's worth looking into. And then I could give you goods as well. Yeah. Can these two reach each other with hyperdrive? Yeah. So that's one of your trades. And now you need an actual trade with somebody who is successful. Could you become successful? I think so. Yeah, no problem. Oh no, you need water. You don't just need a second import, you need water. Well, the same is true up here. And you actually could get the water. And you have 2 exports easily. So pick up that relay and put one down here instead. I have new technology. Stream splitting would be maybe exciting. I could put down fewer relays that way. It's early enough that I still really want self-hosting AI. And I do have this requirement. I think that's more urgent than stream splitting. Okay, I flipped that one to prosperous. Congratulations to me. I could still connect you up to here. But why don't I just do this, and then if I want to later I can connect here? You need goods to be successful. Well, they're right here. Just out of range, huh? Okay. What about these goods? Also out of range. But I'd rather do it from here, obviously, to get these guys more trading partners. Close to being prosperous, actually. Do I have any robots lying around anywhere that I should build a lab from? I have these, right? So what if I built... What am I thinking? I was like, I know, I'll just build a Forge World here. That's not legal. I wanted to connect this to a Forge World. I can't do that. But... I mean, all I need to satisfy you and to put down another lab is just to connect a single bot and a single researcher, which we could do here with a couple hyperjumps, right? Fine, I'll spend a year on this, or a month on this. One end must be a planet? I had no idea. What? What is this nonsense? I had this great idea. And I have these bots sitting here that I can't use. All I want to do with bots is turn them into science, and it's illegal. I guess this makes sense, because... planets... well, I don't know, does it? I still don't understand how accounting is done in this game. Like, planets are the ones who make money. And this is a trade. So, and if neither the lab nor the thing is a planet, who can make the money that the trade is supposed to produce for me? I don't know. I mean, are there any Forge Worlds lying around? This is one, right? It wants chips, which, by the way, since I don't have any Forge Worlds, I can't make chips. I turned all my Remnant Worlds into artifact trading. Alright, let's... If I scanned and found something good here, I guess I could turn it into... If I found a Forge World here, I could use it, so let's scan. It'd be pretty embarrassing to scan, find a Forge World, and say, oh wait, I can't use this. Okay, that hasn't worked. Just the absolute paucity of Forge Worlds is embarrassing. I need it to be where there's people too. Maybe it should be over here, where I already have minerals and people. Sitting around doing nothing. None of these are Forge Worlds. Okay, how about here? Even a Remnant World would be okay. Please, you're killing me. This? A Remnant World. I'll take it. Ugh, I have to blow up this planet to get there, huh? I have new technology. What do I want? Nothing, right? Genesis cells could be a cool pickup near the end of the game to create a bunch more resources to make stuff prosperous somehow. But I think stream splitting is something I would definitely consider. But I think some of this higher tech stuff might be more important. Like infraspace? Ooh. That'd be pretty exciting. I already have hyperspace though, like it's not that important. I could just extend the range with stable jumps and that's similar. But, do I want stream splitting first? Like, what could I do with that? Numerous things, but nothing that I need to do right now. I'll put it over here in case we find... No, I won't, because I don't want to block off the path to this thing. Put it over here, and maybe if I find more bots, I can connect them up somehow. And you, how much are you trading? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I gave you goods, which is easy, you're successful. You're having a little trouble becoming prosperous, of course. You would need a little bit more food from somewhere. Or culture, but I locked that off. I want to make another food-producing planet prosperous, huh? I guess that would be you? No. You. You just need someone to ship you water or biomass. Okay, what about this? Oh, people producing planets. Right. So if I could, like... I mean, this is a people-producing planet that's successful already. This is another. You just need to trade with anyone who is successful. You would be successful if I gave you bots, which I have lying around here. If I just upgrade some science. I'm the tiniest bit short, though, of the technologies that would help me do that. Either stable jumps or infraspace. Well, okay, a lot short of infraspace. So what would it take to get you prosperous? I need to find you 2 successful partners, which would mean upgrading you. No, you're the only one who's already upgraded. You, right? You need water or people. No, you need someone to take your minerals. And I didn't actually find someone to do that. Or you would need another successful partner, and that's it. So if I made you successful, and all you need is people, which I have sitting around somewhere, like here. Is there somewhere better? No. And I want you to make progress anyway, right? So we need a relay, say, here. Out of range. Okay, closer? I kind of don't want to block off these 2. I want to go like at least that far if I can, but apparently I can't. Alright, new tasks. Very exciting. A mineral lab worth 6. Well, we have so many ways to get minerals. 13 more food? Are you shitting me? Import hubs I can do. I think these are the easy takes. None of them look like totally trivial to do, but they seem way easier than this. I don't know, I should think about it. But like, yeah, a mineral lab is bonkers easy. And very profitable in terms of getting more science. And like, how am I gonna get 13 more food? I just can't imagine. Whereas import hubs, they're fine. Oh, by the way, I could do stream splitting now if I wanted. Not sure if that's important right now. This poor planet. Oh well. Maybe we'll mind control them at the end of the game. I assume they're costing us a lot. Yeah. Five import hubs, don't get me wrong, it's a lot. But we have a lot of ways to route stuff around. I guess one point is that to get a lot of science, we do need people to go into the mineral labs. I have people here. I could hop them there, that's no problem. I'm just like, this area looks like a fantastic spot for a mineral lab. Look at all these mineral planets. I would love to somehow put down some people. What do you want? You want more like... You want another import. So like if I gave you water, that would be lovely, I'm sure. And it would make an import hub as well. But to get you water, I kind of have to cost myself some people, and people are at a premium right now. I could just have another starving planet. Actually, this one wouldn't even be too bad with an Earth-like planet here. Right? Because we could ship the water, the excess water here, we'd get more food to put into people here, right? And then I'd have people and minerals around for my lab. I like this idea. Do I want time dilation? Buy myself 5 extra turns? I don't know if that's as good as like infraspace or something. Or even stream splitting. Or stable jumps. This is in range, this is not. That's fine, I think. I don't know what science I need. I don't have spare people. I don't need to ascend. I want some kind of way to move around more. Either stream splitting, stable jumps, or infraspace. And I could afford any of them. I think stable jumps is the way to go. I've already paid for hyperspace. I don't know if I even need it right now, though. So let's do this. Are you not? I thought you were supposed to make more food out of that. No, that just makes you prosperous. Okay, well that's less exciting. I thought that was going to be my way to make food for this planet that was going to make people, but if I have to also provide food for them, I'm not so excited. You guys have food already, right? You just don't have chips? Yeah. I can't really do anything about that, sorry. Is there a better place for a mineral lab? I have leftover minerals just sitting here. And here. And people here. Maybe that's what I should do. We get you closer to prosperous. I would put the lab like here, I guess? I don't even have to colonize another place yet. Would staple jumps get me there? They're very long distance, I think. No. Even that doesn't do it. Okay. So let's not invent stable jumps just yet, since I don't seem to need it. Put down a... I could use infraspace to get here instead. What is actually the difference between them? Like... This costs 30 instead of 20, but it can route through stuff. So suppose... I don't know. Does that work? Maybe with stable jumps I could do this, but I want to get more science, right, from the minerals rather than the people. I mean... you know, stable jumps would be nice for that, actually. And that's a good enough excuse. And then I think I could put the lab... No? Yeah. Now, all you would need to do is send, like, people somewhere. And become successful. So I need to focus on import hubs. I think it's important to keep working on tasks. And ideally, it would be on planets that would become prosperous when I do it. You need to export your minerals, right? Yeah. I mean, the nearest processing facility is a very long way away. You could take them, I guess. It's not totally useless. But, like, this place is already an import hub. I want to send it someplace that's not an import hub yet. Like, more people here, for example, would be nice. Ah, you know what? Maybe that's why I shouldn't send the people here. Instead, I could take infraspace and connect the people way up there. I still can't go through planets. You can just go through slip lanes. Got it. So hyperspace can do that. So you're an import hub now, right? That's kind of cool. So what's cheaper? This, which is 20 plus 7 plus 20, is 47. Or... doing it through infraspace. 30, 10, and 6. This is a little cheaper, I guess. So with this, if I pick up stream splitting at some point, which would be very nice to have, I could start actually, if I could get you just a little bit more wait a minute, you already have food. Out of range. So next year I can have stream splitting, right? And then just bop this in here. You'll get the food and you'll be an import hub. A prosperous import hub, no less. And then I just need to get you water somehow. Not exactly easy. I guess you could do it eventually? Not even eventually, it's just easy. Okay, infraspace is very good. I'm now realizing. Maybe I shouldn't have even bothered with hyperspace, but it helped. It got me here faster. So I think I do want stream splitting. And then I can do this. You're an import hub now, and also prosperous. We managed to make you successful, believe it or not. Oh, I didn't get this lab upgraded. I kind of forgot to finish once I decided I didn't want the people going anywhere. Anyways, we have stream splitting, so I can just do that. I could have maybe done that last turn, but I doubt that one science is going to make as much of a difference as something else could. Import hubs. We gotta work on import hubs. I want those council tasks. Who could maybe get a third resource? You could, right? If I just drag some water from here. Hyperspace won't do it, but infraspace would. I guess a nice thing about hyperspace is it only costs one turn, 1 month, if you can do it short range enough that hyperspace will reach. But when it can't, infraspace is fine. Who else might want water? You already have water from this place, so that's not so useful. I should try to route this someplace that it could do some more good. Maybe here, and we can get... Oh, that's already an import hub. No one else seems to really want water. Do you want more people? Maybe that's what I could do. I can make this a two-way thing and try and get you people along with it. But I don't think I have a lot of spare people lying around. Just this, basically, right? And that's very far away. I could probably ship these people somewhere else more usefully. Maybe? Like here. Ah, can I reach all the way up here? No. Wait, when this gets water, it's gonna already be... I don't need to send people there. Here, though. I'm just like looking for places with 2 inputs that could maybe get a third. Here's one. Food or goods, though, a little bit hard to come by, isn't it? I wish there were like search features. I want to like just tell me where my closest goods are, you know? I guess these goods might be okay. A couple hyperspace, okay. So I think what I'll do then is something like here. Connect that up. You're an import hub. Connect this up. And hyperlane to here with just a normal relay. One end must be a planet, I see. You can't hyperspace from a relay to a relay. Interesting. Well, that's less exciting. Okay, in that case, I guess I should route this the other way, so that it doesn't get in this guy's way. No, it has to go further south than that. Something like here. Now you're an import hub, and you could hop to here. No, infraspace to here, then hop over. No, that still doesn't work, because there's nowhere to land. Oh, you do need more people to be an import hub. I thought for some reason you didn't. So I could route the people all the way up here. I got confused and I was thinking I was going to drop the people off here, but that's not what I want to do. Okay, so maybe I can send that even further south. I believe there's no way to directly connect these 2 planets, so I'll need a second relay. This asteroid sucks a lot, by the way. I might have to spend a turn blowing it up. There's an asteroid here, too! Are you kidding me? I guess like that. I can actually route around the asteroids, just barely, right? Yes. Oh my god, I still need more import hubs. Just double check that did count as one. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised that... Oh, it didn't ask where to send it, because we're already sending people here. I missed that. Okay. Doesn't matter. I wanted to send it here, but I was expecting it to ask me, and when it didn't, I was like, why not? You have 2 imports, and if you got a third, you'd be really happy. Just pop some biomass over, I guess? Can't afford it. Oh, we finally did it. We finally spent all the money. Did I get geoharvesting this game? I've already forgotten. I did, okay. So I can blow up planets if they're in the way. Or if I need the money. Which I do. Let me tell you. Yeah, here, right? New tasks, please. Improve your science output by 8. That's plausible. More import hubs. I went to a lot of effort to get these 5. You really want 5 more? Couldn't ask for something a little bit more creative? What am I doing with my science this year? I could take time dilation. It only buys me 4 months. Money is actually getting to be a concern. I could pick up like sleep replacement. Oh, I can't afford it. I wonder if the Genesis project would help me get more hubs. Who do I have that wants like water or biomass and has the wrong one nearby? Like basically nobody, right? You, I guess I could hyper jump some water over to you. But only one. Oh no! I left a hyperspace relay over here. Or an infraspace relay. It's going to be totally useless. I'm just paying... I paid for this and I'm still paying for it, and I can't undo past it. Oh well. I feel like with the planets that I have, it's going to be pretty hard to get more import hubs. Especially 5 more. Like, even 1 is a little tough. Are you shipping both things up here? Yeah, you are, okay. So, can't help you that way. You could gain some water and ship it here. That would make 1 import hub. And you could gain some biomass and ship it here. That's 2. 5, though? It's a tall task. A tall order. How big is my best lab, anyway? It's not actually all that great, right? I have like 8, 9. I have a few scattered labs. Technocracy won't be that great. I guess I could try to invest more in, like, getting more water to this place, but I've already got all the easily findable water in the area. I'm not sure if I can afford to take any of the tasks. It's so early to be declining a task, but what, you know, how am I gonna do it? What I need is more people. I'm kind of like running out of the ability to do stuff by just like converting goods to other goods. At some point you need to start with people. I think I need to like scout more to figure out what I can possibly do. Like if there's a forge world down here, maybe I can do something. On the other hand, if I don't do anything, what exactly... Hang on. Can I reach that? No, but a relay would do it. I kind of want to know what's up over here. It could be pretty useful. God, am I willing to spend 3 months on it, though? You can do so much in 3 months. There's no way I'm ever getting any like super like culture or energy or something, right? No goods that I can trade. Like a lot of. A Legion project would be pretty cool, but I don't think there's going to be any worlds that I can actually do that with. Like, you would need... There's 5 basic goods, right? I would need to... Actually, I don't even know. If you add it to a world that already needs 2 goods, does it add 5 more, or just 3 more to bring you up to the total of 5? I don't know. Oh, it does produce culture. That's kind of nice. So I said there was no way to get culture, but Elysium would do it. I'm paralyzed. Let's scan over here. I seem to have run out of stuff to do on the planets I already have. Remnant Ocean is an okay combo. Right? I mean, you produce minerals, that's the idea. That would make this an import hub, that's kind of cool. And the ocean could easily be an import hub, I think. We'd have to find goods from somewhere, but actually they're right here. So that would be 2 import hubs already, just doing this, but... Oh, I'd have to find food as well. I mean, I guess there's food everywhere with all these Earth-like planets. But I just don't have any Forge worlds to make food. To make robots. It's been so long since I found a Forge world. That's my problem. How close are you? Okay. I mean, if you exported goods and imported minerals, you would become prosperous. So that's at least like something useful. And I could check out these ruins as well. Alright, I'll work on this. Give me $123, please. That sounds amazing. A remnant planet. It does not help me... Well, it does help me make robots, I guess. I would have to blow up this ice ball, I think. And I think I could actually reach here. No, it's actually out of range, so we need a relay. If I'm relaying, should I use an infraspace relay, or should I blow it up and use a an ordinary relay? I don't know. Let's check this out too, though. There might be a better way to approach things. Jungle. A Forge world. We did it. Right? Like, this is... useful. Let's settle this and connect them. And one thing I want to know is... Also, we should be able to get some water to here and maybe make this an import world. Oh, actually, if I don't really want any of this... If I don't want most of this science... Maybe I should spend some last year, right? I can't afford sleep replacement. I could take time dilation. I'll have 86 over the next 2 years. Which is enough for both of these, so I could take them in this order if I wanted the extra month. I also might like stable jumps. It might be a different way to save time. Stable jumps probably saves more time than time dilation, actually. I said I'll have 86. This costs 87. I mean, sleep replacement isn't the most exciting tech. I'm only gonna get income 2 more times. It's not that much money. Maybe time dilation and mind control are the way to go. I don't have that many unhappy planets, though, I feel like. It's mostly just these guys. Where's my other resource shortages? They're around here somewhere. Here. Oh yeah, you're really unhappy. You hate it here. So mind controlling you is worth a lot, because I don't think I'm really ever going to get up here to fix it. If I made you successful, you could prosper. No, it would take even more work. So I think mind control is one that's worth picking up. If I'm doing that, like, it's pretty expensive. I could take sleep replacement instead of time dilation. I was sort of thinking we'd be able to do this in 2 videos, but it looks like I have some more thinking to do. I'm gonna call a break here, and we'll probably have a short 3rd episode. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.